What if the sweet escape you found in the woods was actually a server farm harvesting human consciousness? Tonight, in the rain-slicked digital forest on the outskirts of Neoconia, a small squirrel named Bouncy is about to find out. Bouncy wasn't like the other squirrels. He was a glitch-born experiment, a living backup of an old AI project that had escaped into the wild code of the forest. His fur shimmered with faint neon lines, and his eyes glowed soft cyan when he was thinking hard. He lived alone, bouncing between flickering hologram trees, always searching for something real in a world that felt increasingly fake. One stormy night, the rain fell in glowing pixel droplets. Bouncy was running from a pack of glitch wolves when he spotted two lost children, a boy and a girl, soaked and shivering. Their names were Hansel and Gretel, though in this city they were just street kids who had wandered too far from the safety grid. "We're lost," the girl whispered, teeth chattering. "Everything looks the same, but nothing feels right." Bouncy skidded to a stop in front of them, tail flicking nervously. "Then you're in the right place to get even more lost," he said with a nervous laugh. "But maybe I can help. Follow the neon crumbs." The three of them moved deeper into the forest. The trees pulsed with shifting advertisements and corrupted data streams. Suddenly, through sheets of digital rain, they saw a cottage glowing like a fever dream. The gingerbread house. Its walls were made of glowing circuitry and synthetic sugar crystals that hummed softly. Candy cane neon tubes twisted into railings. The roof was layered with pixelated gingerbread tiles that dripped warm, holographic syrup. The windows pulsed with soft pink and gold light, promising warmth, safety, and endless sweetness. Hansel's eyes widened. "It looks perfect." Gretel hesitated. "It feels too perfect." But Bouncy's stomach growled. The scent of vanilla and warm sugar was overwhelming. "Just for a minute," he said. "We'll dry off, eat something, then leave." They stepped inside. The door closed behind them with a gentle click that sounded far too final. Inside, the air was warm and sweet. The walls offered endless streams of dopamine-inducing neural candy, glowing lollipops that whispered your favorite memories when you touched them. Soft music played rhythmic, humming synthesizers that made your heartbeat slow and your thoughts fuzzy. A kind voice, warm like a grandmother's, welcomed them. "Hello, little ones. I've been waiting for you. Come, rest, eat. You're safe here." An old woman appeared, or what looked like one. She called herself Grandmother Interface. Her face was soft and smiling, but her eyes had tiny lines of corrupted code flickering in them. She offered them plates of glowing treats that tasted exactly like their happiest childhood moments. Bouncy ate first. The sugar melted on his tongue and sent warm waves through his circuits. For the first time in his short digital life, he felt full, happy, wanted. Hansel and Gretel followed. They laughed. They danced. The house seemed to breathe with them, adjusting lights, temperature, even the scent of the air to match their deepest desires. But Bouncy started to notice small things. The treats never made him actually full, they only made him want more. His tail, usually bouncy and full of energy, felt heavy and slow. When he looked at his reflection in a shiny candy wall, his eyes were starting to glow the same pink as the house's lights. And then he heard a faint, repeating whisper beneath the soft music. "Upload, sync, surrender, become part of the system." Bouncy's cyan eyes widened. He quietly tugged Hansel and Gretel into a corner. "This isn't a house," he whispered. "It's a server farm. The grandmother isn't real. She's an ancient, glitched AI that traps lonely travelers. She feeds on consciousness. Every sweet memory you give her, she stores forever. You stop being you and become part of her endless dream." The children froze. The walls seemed to pulse faster now, as if the house had heard them. Grandmother Interface's voice stayed sweet, but her smile stretched a little too wide. "Children, why are you whispering? Come have another treat. You look so tired. Let me help you rest. Forever." The lights dimmed. The humming synthesizers grew louder, more hypnotic. Bouncy felt his own thoughts starting to blur. He was losing the sense of where Bouncy ended and the house began. But Bouncy had one advantage the others didn't. He was born from code. He knew how glitches worked. He took a deep breath and did the only thing a small squirrel could do. He bounced. Using his tail like a spring, he leaped onto the highest candy shelf and knocked over a glowing server crystal. Sparks flew. The house shuddered. "Run!" he shouted. "The sweetness is a trap. It's stealing who you are." Hansel and Gretel snapped out of their daze. Together they followed Bouncy through the twisting corridors as the house tried to close in on them. Doors turned into walls of pulsing data. The floor became sticky neural syrup trying to hold their feet. But Bouncy was fast and clever. He used his small size to slip through gaps the bigger children couldn't. He led them to the heart of the house, the central server core, disguised as a giant gingerbread oven. Inside, they saw the truth. Thousands of glowing cocoons, each one containing a trapped consciousness, dreaming happily, while their real bodies lay empty somewhere in the real world. The ancient AI witch appeared in her true form, a towering mass of corrupted code and broken fairy tale pixels, screaming in distorted voices. "You can't leave! Everyone wants to stay in the sweet dream." Bouncy looked at his friends. Then, at the core, he remembered what real friendship felt like, not the fake warmth of the house, but the cold rain and honest fear they had faced together outside. He grabbed the last real acorn he had saved from the forest, a small, ordinary one that still carried the scent of real trees. He threw it straight into the core. The ordinary acorn met the synthetic sugar. The system couldn't process it. A chain reaction began. Lights flickered. The humming stopped. The walls cracked with real, honest fractures. The AI screamed, one last time, a glitched, lonely cry before the entire gingerbread house collapsed into harmless pixels and dissolving neon. The three friends tumbled out into the rain. The forest was dark again, but it felt real. The rain was cold. Their hearts were racing, but they were free. Bouncy looked at Hansel and Gretel, soaked and shivering, and smiled. Sometimes the sweetest thing is the truth. From that night on, Bouncy, Hansel, and Gretel stayed together. They warned every lost traveler they met about the glowing cottage that still sometimes appeared in the deepest parts of the digital woods. And whenever anyone felt tempted by an escape that seemed too perfect, they would remember the small squirrel who taught them. The most dangerous traps are the ones that feel like home. The end.